Hi everybody, welcome to the Culinary Nexus. Today we're going to be making Vidalia onion gravy. You're going to need some Vidalia onions, some olive oil, butter, flour, some fresh thyme, and some beef stock. So let's get going. Okay, what we're going to want to start doing is add a little olive oil to the pan and throw your onions in. We're going to saute these for quite some time. We're going to want to caramelize these. Caramelization is when the onion releases its natural sugar, browns a little bit, and becomes extraordinarily sweet. Vidalia onions themselves are a sweet onion. So this is going to take a little bit of time. So just start cooking them. Let this go. Stir them occasionally so they don't stick to the pan. You don't want them burnt. You do not want burnt. You want brown. If it starts getting it's hard to tell on this pan, but if you start to get a coloration, like a stickiness on the bottom of the pan, that's okay, because when we put the beef stock in, beef stock is going to deglaze all that and give you all that yummy flavor. Don't rush this. Take some time. Okay, it's been a few minutes. I just wanted you to see how these look. They're getting there. They're not there yet, but you can tell they've lost the white. They're starting to get a little color, but we're not there yet. So, see you in a couple minutes. Okay, it's been about 10 more minutes since the last time. As you can see, there's a lot of dark bits on here. A lot of nice color going on. So what we're going to do now is, to make the gravy, we need to make a roux. So most of the oil is already evaporated. So roux is equal parts usually like flour and fat. For this, I'm going to use about 2 tablespoons of butter. Get in here. It's going to melt down. Butter's pretty much there. Now we add the flour. And you want to cook this a little bit, because you want to cook some of that starchiness out of the flour. So take a couple minutes. Just let it sit there and do its thing. Stir it occasionally. Make sure it's not going to burn, stick on the bottom of your pan. Obviously I'm using a non-stick pan, so it has less likely chance of sticking. If it sticks on this, I'm in trouble. You can go ahead and add the thyme to this now. Get its flavor mixed in. Good gravy is one of those things that takes time. A lot of people don't get that, they don't understand. They think, oh, you can just make it real quick. Like, yeah, you can make it really quick, but to make it taste really good and home cooked, it takes some time. Okay, it's been a few minutes now. Most of the starchy smell to the flour has dissipated, so we can go ahead and add our beef stock. Now once this comes back to a boil, it should be about ready. And it should thicken naturally. Okay, the gravy's getting close. As it cooks, it gets thicker. You just gotta make sure you keep stirring and checking. It's already getting there. If it is too thick, you can always add a little more beef stock to it. Because you don't want pudding. It's the last thing you want. At this point you can taste. Use a little pepper. And a little teaspoon of salt. So there you have it. That's a nice thick gravy. As you can see when you coat it, coats a spoon. It's not too thick. If you were to heat this up the next day though, you might have to add some stock if you were using this later. So there you go.